What's up, my friends? So I recorded a video recently, and in the video I talked about my why and a little bit about my vision. But what I want to do in this video is talk about how to dig for your why. Okay, digging for your why. So for those of you who have not had a traumatic experience in your life, this might be a little more difficult. You're gonna have to go outside your comfort zone, and you're gonna have to go outside the box to try and figure out what exactly your why might be. For those of you who have been through pain, very simply put, digging for your why is digging for your pain. It's bringing your pain to the forefront and knowing that through this pain, you can become stronger. So for example, I know there are many people out there, I'm sure, that have a why that sounds something like this. I've never felt like I fit in. I've never felt like I've been true to who I am. I've never felt like my parents have been proud of me. I've always done things wrong. I've never been good. And I really just want my parents to be proud of me and respect who I am and what I'm here to do and my purpose. And that right there is a powerful why. And anything in your realm of pain, bring that pain up and use that pain to serve. Bring that pain up, use that pain to serve. What does that mean? It means you to face yourself. It means that all the places in your mind that you're scared to go, right? For those of you who don't like being alone because you might think too much, right? And end up having to deal with yourself. For those people, right? It's a matter of facing all of your fears, accomplishing the mission of intertwining yourself with those fears, right? There's a really great quote by Carl Jung, which is, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek." The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. The cave you fear is fear. It's the thing you don't want to address, right? It's the elephant in the room that's been there for maybe 15, 20, 30 years of your life that you don't want to go. You don't want to go in the attic. The boogeyman's there, right? Your fear is the manifestation of all the things you've never addressed. And the only way to uncover your why is to go in the attic. Start looking, start digging, right? It's like when you move out of a place, right, your home, and you go in the attic and you haven't been there in 10 years and everything from your past is there, facing your past, right? Overcoming that past by facing it and being accepting of it, accepting the fact that yes, these things happened, and yes, it may have been fucked up, and yes, I was traumatized, and yes, I may still be, but no, I don't have fear, and no, I won't give in, and no, I won't be overcome by it. I will use it and harness it to create something stronger, my why. So if you had a traumatic event, my why is I will not let that traumatic event happen to anyone I know. I will not let that traumatic event happen to people in the future. I will not let that thing happen to humanity. That right there is how you dig for the why in the attic, rummage through everything. You pull out all the shit, all of it, that really fucked with you. You face it, you tell it no, and then you swear that you will use all of that, all those experiences, to propel you forward. That is a why, and that's how you dig for it. You face this shit, right? I talk about being a drug dealer and drug addict openly, talk about being a narcissist at one point openly, right? I talk about all these things openly because I have faced them. I am no longer it. There's a part of me. It's there. It happened. People know me from then. You guys know. I don't have to fucking tell you. You already know all about me. But I'm not the same person because I faced that. Because at the time I had a fear of being me right now. I was afraid that people would judge me if I became Noble Graham, right? Fear. And when I made this transformation, everything I've ever done flashed before my eyes, right? When I became a leader to myself, I started to value myself and my existence and realize that there's a purpose for me here. I don't know what it is yet, but there's a purpose, right? And then I start to respect myself by doing things for myself. Okay, I'm showing myself a form of love. Ooh, I'm on now a track to learning to love myself so that I can learn to love and share others, right? Because that's the trajectory, guys. We call it the triangle of truth. I like that, right? Where it's the value, respect, and love. And it's never ending, right? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter until you face your fear, until you dig it up. It's a skeleton. Pull the skeletons out of your fucking closet, write them down in that journal, envision them again, Know that you don't ever want that shit to happen again. And use all the energy, take all that negativity and make it your positivity, make it your strength. Transmute it into something that you can use to propel you forward. Something you can use as a motivator, and not in a malicious way, like fuck that, fuck this, I don't care. Use it as a way of, I will grow from this experience, and if I meet someone who's gone through it, now I can offer them a safe haven. Now that I can offer them insight into something I've been through, instead of hiding it from it. Stop being scared. You're so scared. Divine masculine and divine feminine energy isn't afraid. You have it within you. You're not afraid. You just think you are. You're not afraid. If I put your back against the wall, you'll come out swinging. Or you'll cower there like a coward. In which case, we need to dig now. Right? If you're a coward and you're watching this video and you know you're a coward, then you need to do MBS because you need to get some confidence, right? And some confidence comes from being consistent with yourself and actions towards respecting yourself, right? When you consistently respect yourself, you build confidence. Right? When you consistently value yourself, you build confidence. When you consistently are on the path of learning to love yourself, you build confidence, which isn't necessarily exactly what I wanted to talk about, but it kind of all coincides here. Because if you dig up the shit, you have a big pile of it in your hand, you need to smell it. And the energy from that, you need to propel it to, I don't want other people to have to hold this much shit in their hand. Now we're onward. Guys, you gotta dig your why up. You gotta dig it up with a shovel. You gotta go in the muck. God damn. You gotta find it. Stop being afraid. Don't be afraid of it. Right? Because when you dig it up, it doesn't look as scary anymore. Once you face it, it's not so scary. It's like, yeah, this happened to me. No, it wasn't pleasant. But yes, I'm learning from it. And that's all I can ask of myself, is to learn from it. Stop being so hard on yourselves. If you are hard on yourselves, you're around people who are hard on themselves, and it's a reflection of them on you. Get around other people who aren't as hard on themselves in a negative way. I'm hard as fuck on myself, I promise you. I'm a maniac, but guess what? I don't beat myself up to the point where I can't do anything. I beat myself up in encouragement. Come on, Graham, you got this, dude. Don't quit. Are you really gonna leave right now? You're not gonna finish these videos? Think of all the people that aren't going to get this message. Okay, that's how I guilt myself into doing stuff. Because guess what? I don't want to sit out here for fucking 8 hours and record videos. My shoulder hurts. I'm just kidding. I don't mind doing it. But you understand my point. Like, at times I'm like, I'm done. I can't do, like, you know, my mind's clogged. I have so much going on. I'm a little stressed from life. You know, I'm trying to make 100 things happen. And it's hard for me to get out here and be in a creative place where I can record these videos. I want to give up. But guess what? My why comes trickling in. Graham, you're really not going to fulfill your vision by not taking the small action right here, because the small action and that vision are identical in the sense that the distance between the two needs to be either backtracked or forward tracked by these little daily actions like this. Or you can plan your vision out ahead of time by reverse engineering what you need to do to get there, but you still got to take the steps. And this is a step, right? I told all you guys, I'm going to record a video about how to dig up for your why. So here we go. So for those of you who've been through traumatic events, really fucked up stuff, right? Your worst shit of all time. You dig up that shit. You integrate it, smell it. You go, okay, I don't want this to happen to other people. I'm going to not let this happen to other people. I'm going to harness that energy and use it for good. For those of you who haven't been through anything in your lives and have lived a very, very, very peaceful life and have always gotten everything you wanted, well, guess what? You need to break yourself down. You need to put yourself in positions that are uncomfortable. You need to put yourself in positions where you could get hurt, and not in a way of like, ouch, I'm like beat up to a pulp, or oh my gosh, like now I'm like heartbroken. No, a place of, I'm going to make myself extremely uncomfortable, and I'm going to find my why within uncomfortable things, because you can do that, right? I promise you. You spend some time out in the wilderness for, you know, a couple months on the Appalachian Trail or something, you're going to find your why. You're going to find why you want to live, right? And it might be that you have an innate love for this world, the same as me, and you don't want to see anything bad happen to it, and that's your why. And all the bad things you see, the pollution, people leaving shit around, that's shit, and it fuels you to not allow that to happen to the rest of the world, right? That's a strong why. So you need to find what triggers you. You need to take that trigger, and you need to turn it into something positive. For me, trigger is that when I see people taking their relationships for granted, let's say with their fathers, that hurts me because I know that I will never have the opportunity to talk to my dad again. And when I see that, I think to myself, what is it in your lives right now that is not allowing you two to be on the same page? Who is not respecting the other? Who is not respecting themselves enough to respect the other person? Sometimes it's both, sometimes it's one person, etc. And that fuels me to make sure that I'm in a place where I can always offer my best and most impactful insight into relationships so that I can allow that not to happen, so other people can enjoy having a relationship with their father. Because I can't. I'm taking that pain, transforming it into something that I can use to help protect other people from not having that, from that loss, right? Amongst other things, right? The environmental thing really hits me too. I mean, the love that my dad had for me transcends this reality, and thus I have a love for this planet and everything on it, including its people. And that's my whys. I want to protect them because I'm a fucking leader, because I'm a king, right? And kings protect their kingdom. And I'm not the king, I'm a king. And there's a difference. The king is everyone bow to me. A king is I respect this man. I respect him because he cares. And he puts others before him. Right? I'm a king. I understand this. And all you out there are either kings or queens, but you're acting like prince and princesses, spoiled ones. You need to man up and woman up. You need to level up. And the only way you're going to do that is if you dig for your why. Otherwise, you're not going to have the strength and courage, you're not going to have the courage to face fear. You have to be courageous, especially on the field of battle, right? And believe it, life is a battle. It may not have swords and it may not have guns and it may not have tanks at all times, but for us civilians, it's still a battle every day. Battle in your mind. And the way to overcome it is, instead of fighting the fear in your mind, integrate the fear into your mind and then go outward. And every time those things creep up, integrate. Every time they integrate. What does integrating it mean? It means facing it. It means smiling at it. It means adopting it. It means let's be friends. I'm going to harness you, because you're sure in control. I'm going to harness the energy you have to propel my way forward, to help other people, to serve them, to protect them from what it is that's hurting them, from the trauma that I've dealt with, from the fact that the earth is fucked up. And that upsets me, so I'm not going to let it happen again. Why fuels the vision? You need to find your why, guys. If you have any questions on this, reach out to me. I think I said this in the last video. MBS is Mind, Body, Spirit, the program that I created through our company, Pillars of Growth, is an amazing way for you to build sustainable lifestyle habits that are healthy, right? Learning to value yourself and respect yourself so you can get in the process of loving yourself. And through this, you will generate a why that's powerful, I promise. And that's what we'll do in our one-on-one calls, is we'll help to do that, right? Or our team calls, is we uncover that stuff. Because without it, you have no purpose, you have no core. It's like imagine this is the world right now, is that we have tons of men and women in Iron Man suits, but 1 out of 1,000 are lit up and beside. The rest of them are just gray. Most of us live our lives gray. We don't have a purpose. We just walk around and we earn money and we do what things society says, and we participate in all the bullshit, and we die unhappy because we never did what we wanted to do or what we felt was purposeful for us. But there are some of us, more than ever, that have a beaming core. And guess what? We're changing the world. And we value ourselves. We respect ourselves. Therefore, we're in the process of loving ourselves. And if you can be in the process of loving yourself, you can be in the process of helping love another. And that's how one core turns into 2 cores, to 3, to 5, to 100, to 1,000, to 1,000,000, to 1,000,000,000, to one day everyone having a core that is filled with their purpose and truth. That is what we're doing over here at POG, is we're developing the next generation of leaders by digging up their why and having them come to the conclusion that they need to protect it to protect others. Use your gifts. Serve one world. Legends find a way. Pillars of Growth. Okay? You guys got it. Hope this was helpful. I think it was. Dig up the shit. Face it. Don't allow it to happen to other people. Write it down in your journal. But you got to be willing to dig it up. And if you're not and you're scared to dig it up, that's understandable. It should be scary. Who the fuck wants to face their fears? Who wants to face their own bullshit? Who wants to face their trauma again? That's tough. That should make you puke. I've heard stories before people's wives make them want to puke because they're so fucked up. But guess what? Those people do amazing things because they can harness that power. And they can use it to create a vision of a world where that stuff doesn't exist anymore. That's the power of a why, right? Your service. How are you going to serve the world? How are you going to serve the world? Hope this video was helpful. Digging for your why. We out here. Archaeologist Graham right now. I guess in a lot of ways it's true. Archaeologist for the mind. Interesting. Never thought about it like that, but that's why we're out here. With that said, hope you guys have a great day. If you have questions about how to dig for your why, and if you need help digging for your why, reach out to me. I am still accepting clients right now. If you are in that position where you want to work with someone that is just a little more adept in this way and thus can help you get maybe some results a little bit faster and perhaps more efficiently. Otherwise, guys, this journal right here, your journal, that's an amazing place to start. Writing about your bullshit and face it and just own it. Like, just fucking own who you are. Stop being scared. Stop being scared of judgment. Who gives a fuck? If they judge you, then they're not your friends. They're not. If your family's judging you, it's them judging themselves, dude. Don't be fucking scared of that. Find friends out there that actually give a shit about you. Promise you, people in POG give a shit. I give a shit. I promise. I give a shit. I get it. I remember I used to get judged all the time. I still get judged. Guess what? Good. You have problems. I'm learning to deal with mine. Who's the fucking man? You know? No judgment. Don't be scared. Nothing to fear. Fear is an illusion and a mirage. You are the truth. Don't forget that. Much love to you all. Hope you have a great day. Peace, peace always. And dig for your why.